Ladies and gentlemen, we got a special guest in the building, guys. A man of many hats. We got to applaud this brother right here, Mr. Courtney Glaude. What's up, bro?
Good, how you?
All right. All right, man. We good, man. Like I said earlier, we do appreciate you again for dropping by, bro. We know you stay busy, man. So appreciate it again.
For sure, anytime.
Yeah, I dig that shirt, by the way, man. That Tom and
Hey
Jerry right
man,
there.
hey man,
Classic.
it's a class. I got it tatted on my leg and everything.
Okay.
This was my joint.
That's what's up. So you know about Uncle Pecos with the guitar and all that shit?
Yep.
We gonna get along, Courtney. We get along already, man.
Hey, man.
That's what's up, bro. Man, let's go ahead and get into the questions, man. So you, sir, you are a man of many hats, man, many hats. But can you share with us how you got started into your journey on this crazy world in the entertainment business? How you got started, bro?
So I guess like at first, I've always been a storyteller. I've always been a writer. I wrote my first script when I was like in high school, and right after high school, I did a audition for the script, and like one person showed up. So I quit. I was like, nah, I'm not, hell no, this ain't it. You know what I'm saying? And I went into music. So then I started writing music for the group I was in, and writing. And nothing really ever came from it. It was just, I know it just, things just kept happening to keep us going. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing ever came from it, but stuff just happened and just kept us going. So about 10 years ago, when my daughter was born or whatever, like music wasn't paying the bills. Music could sustain me. I can go eat noodles all week and I'll be good. But when you got a daughter coming, it was just different. So honestly, when she was born, she had to be in the hospital for a couple of days. I went to God and I was like, man, like I gotta do something. Like I like something gotta change. What do you want me to do? And before we left the hospital, this lady named Latoya Easter called me about random though. Like nobody really knew what I did. So she randomly called me and she was like, hey, I heard you write scripts. I want to turn this book into a script. So for me, that was a sign from God, like, no, you need to get back in that direction. And really I just kicked back into gear. After that point, before I left the hospital, we had set up a time, we had then conversated. So I went, picked up my first check. And I really just got started in. Really, who really told me I could do it about 8 after I started getting back into it and writing again. Because I never went to school for any of this. So everything that I've learned by like doing it, maybe some YouTube studies or something of that nature. But my DP, Gracie Henley, I remember I met her. I wrote a treatment for a video and I met her because she was a location scout and I needed somebody to find these locations for me. And so we met on this set, and then like 2 weeks later, we like kept in touch. And I remember she told me, she was like, hey, you can do this shit, right? And I was like, what you mean? And she was like, I think you could do it. Like, I think you could direct and I think you could produce it. Like, you already doing it. You just don't know that you're doing it. And honestly, since then, we've been rocking.
Been rocking, huh?
Yeah, we've been rocking, ever since. So it's been a great journey.
Love that story, man. Love it, man.
Who would you say have been your biggest influences or your biggest inspirations, like in the past 10 in your career, in your film career?
I would say my editor, Stan Hillard, Gracie, definitely. And I mean, like, I don't really, I definitely, I know, there are people, but like, I definitely think that I have my own wave. So it's really like difficult for me to look outside of that. But in that 10, I can't even say it's filmmakers. I really look at businessmen and like business people, because I think that that the film in my perspective, the film industry is just like running a business. Every film that you do is like a different business. So I look at like realtors, like how does a realtor sell a house? So in my mind, I'm like, that's the same as one film. That's a piece of property that I'll have forever. And I take that approach to that. So honestly, in that time, I've been paying attention to realty for the most part in the business, because I think the creativity comes like, that's not something you can learn. That's you. But the business side of it is I think what kind of gave me the upper hand in these past 10.
Love that, man. That's the man. I ain't never think of it like that. How a realtor looks at property and everything. That's dope. That's dope.
Man. It makes sure every film is an LLC. Make sure you treat it like a business. Every last one of them. Every idea.
I think as like actors and writers and directors, we get sidetracked from the art and not look at the business, and that's how you allow people to come in with their own agenda, and it ends up messing you up in the long run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell everybody that I talk to, like, one of the, the creativity is the easy part. That's the easy part.
Right.
Like you can create all day. It's just, you walking around, we walk around, anything that we see, we could probably make something creative out of. But that business side, you'll be making movies all the time and be broke. So that you got to learn that business side of it.
I agree. So quick question. Well, let's discuss this real quick. So I think I tuned in when you went live with it was yourself, of course, and it was Jessica, Shakobi, Keisha, and Althea. I think that's how you say her name. And they highly respected in this craft. And I love what y'all was talking about, because we stress this a lot. And it was talking about comparing, well, let's say somebody asking for handouts and not earning what you're trying to work for into this business. So can you share with us on how people need to learn the importance of earning what they're working for and not just asking for handouts, man?
Well, like my theory or my thought process on a lot of times when you're asking for something, you most likely can do it yourself. Like you got to really pay attention to what you're asking for. So for me, when you ask me for something that you can do, then it's not something if you're not willing to work for whatever you're asking for, you can't be that passionate about it, which means that you're on a money chase or a money grab or really just trying to get whatever you can out of the situation or the person that you're with. And I'm a very, very I respect this craft a lot. Like, I respect the artistry of it, and I respect the hustle of it more than anything, because it takes a hustle to chase your dreams. I don't care what it ain't about passion. It's about a hustle. It takes a hustle to chase your dreams. So when you're asking for something, make sure you know what you're asking for in the end of what you're asking for. A lot of people don't know what they're asking for. Like, you're like, hey, put me on. Okay, in what way? They're not even ready for that answer. They just want you. Not only do they want you to put them on, they want you to put them on and know how to make them successful and also do it for them. That's a problem, because I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can put you in a movie. That doesn't mean you're gonna be famous.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can put you work on the crew. That doesn't mean that you're gonna get work all the time. If you don't earn that position, nobody's going to know. Man, I have family members that do film. Everybody not calling them off of the hook trying to book them. You know what I'm saying? Because they haven't put in the work to achieve somebody calling them. So you want to earn your position, so that when you're called for that big stage, or when you call for that big film, you actually know what you're doing when you get there. Because if somebody give it to you,
you ain't
and
gonna
they
know
just
what to
let
do.
you ain't gonna know what to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, you ain't gonna know what to do. It's just like, man, this set is just like a 9-to-5 job.
Yep.
Like when you got so many people that's in the industries right now that don't know what they doing, and these industries are failing because of that. Man, film is the same way. Don't get put in a position. Don't even accept the position that you're not prepared for, or that you. And I'm not saying like we shouldn't help each other, or we shouldn't give people opportunity. But an opportunity and a handout is two totally different things.
Amen.
Yeah.
Well, as far as everyone has people they meet along the way when they're climbing in their careers, and I noticed you had met with Lee Daniels. Like, what was that experience like, and what advice can you share that he may have shared with you?
It was great. It was a really, really great and organic meeting. The one thing that he shared with me that I always kept is just always be raw and straight to what you want to do in film, and always stay strong to your story. Be open to critiques, but make sure it doesn't change you as a creator, because that's the most original thing about you, is you as a creator. There are techniques, take advantage of the education of it. Go get the education of it by any means. And that doesn't necessarily mean school. That means the education of your craft by doing. But the number one thing is always stay true to the creator that you are, because when you get into the industry, there are machines that want you to become a part of the machine. And now you're just like everybody else because you became a part of the machine. And now here's the catch. Being a part of the machine might make you more money, but your what do you call it? Your legacy won't be what you thought it was going to be. Ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? You might not be, you might not have a cult following anymore. You might just be one of those rich directors out there. And it just depends on what's more important to you. But Hollywood has multiple machines, and they really, really try to make you a part of the machine versus build the machine around you. Be careful of that and stay true to the creator you are. Best advice ever.
That's kind of like what Sidney Poitier, in a sense, where Sidney Poitier said to Denzel, like, listen, man, I'm not going to tell you not to take the money for these films that are, the films that, you might get. But I will tell you that the first roles that you take going to define your legacy, like you said, going forward. So I love that.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. All of them. I remember Denzel said, man, I can't remember the exact words, so I'm not quoting, but I remember he said something like, you rather people see you and you be good than see you a lot.
Come on now.
Like you rather you be good when they see you versus see you a lot. That's why he don't do everything. You know what I'm saying? And if you notice, people that do everything, you don't really respect them and their craft as much. Like, and I'm not trying to be funny, but Bruce Willis, and I'm not saying that he's not now. I'm just saying, like, Bruce Willis really used to be a GOAT. And then he did like 50 films that you probably never have heard of.
Yeah.
Him, what's the other one name?
Liam
Yep, him. And what's the Two-Face? Man, I'm tripping. He did Two-Face. No, Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man. Like, at one point, matter of fact, Bruce Willis is in my all-time favorite movie, Sixth Sense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to work with, and I really hate, you know what I'm saying, prayers for him and his family and his wife or whatever, what he's going through. But yeah, he's in my number one film. Like that's the film that Sixth Sense is the film that made me feel like I could do this. When I saw that, I'm like, ooh, I can write. I think I can do something like that. Like that was the film that did it for me.
Yeah, but it's so funny. I had the same little feeling when I watched spoilers. If you haven't seen Obi-Wan Kenobi, but they showed the Liam Neeson made the cameo, and I forgot like he was part of the Star Wars thing because he have done so many revengeful old man kind of movies, and it's like you forgot that he is an actual like he played a Jedi. You know,
man.
so yeah,
You forget, it gets swallowed up. It gets swallowed up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah, man. Man, Courtney,
because I'm gonna be honest, I really would want to see one more really good Die Hard but I would want Bruce and Samuel to come back.
Yeah.
And then I would want Samuel, I would want Bruce, and then I would want, man, what's the cop name that was on Family Matters, the daddy? Because you remember he was in one.
Reginald Vale Johnson.
Yeah, I would want him to come back too. Those three in one movie, I think that'd be amazing. I know we're not gonna ever get it because of Bruce, but that would be it. That would be the last one.
Yeah, that'll be epic. I would love to see that.
You know what I'm saying?
I would love. This boy Courtney, dude, you up there, bro?
Hey man, I'm trying to tell you,
it's my favorite one out of the franchise.
Which one?
The one with Samuel, Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Yeah, it's that one and the first one. I think the first one just still feel classic to me, but it's the first one and it's the one with Sam in it for sure, hands down.
Would you agree that that's a holiday kind of?
Hell yeah, you talking about
the first one? The first one is like
that's a Christmas movie.
That's a Christmas movie.
Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah. Me and my wife, we argue about that because because in December, all she wants to watch is Christmas movies. So I'm like, well, Die Hard a Christmas movie. She's like, it's not really a Christmas movie. I'm like, it is a Christmas movie.
In this house, it's a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas movie here, man.
But that was just such a good franchise. Like I can remember not too long ago, a month or two ago, I just sat here and watched 1, 2, and 3. And it still feels I still get the same feeling like it's a new movie. Like I'm all into it, even though I know what's gonna happen. Like, oh man, like this is
man, it's good.
Yeah, it's about before we get off of Die Hard. There's a Netflix show called what was it called, Chris? That you
the things that made us.
Yeah, did you see that episode of how they made Die Hard? Bro, that was nuts. Because that boy said, man, Courtney said, I'm not, hey man, come on now.
Hey man, I need to know. I need to know.
Right. My favorite episode of what I didn't never get a chance to finish it was Halloween. That's when the new Halloween had came out. So in the spirit of the Halloween Kills, they showed the movie that made us. How many masks they went through just to get the right one.
For sure.
That was the one, like, okay, that's
I love the Coming to America one and Elm Street. And I love the Elm Street one too.
Yeah, man. Yes, indeed, man. Well, you know what? Let's switch gears for a minute, real quick. Let's switch gears real quick. So I got a random question for you, bro. Before we continue this interview, man, I need you to be honest with us. Why is Bluebell ice cream testing your patience?
Hey, listen.
We're bringing back the Tin Roof.
This is a really good topic here, bro. I'm trying. Let me tell you. So Bluebell, my favorite ice cream is Tin Roof. But for some reason, they only bring it out once a year, and they haven't brought it out in the last 2 years because it's a season. So I've been hitting them up and trying to put together a petition to get Tin Roof back. And they sending me all kinds of emails. They not telling me the answers that I want to hear. I don't see how it's hard to bring Tin Roof back. Y'all bring all that other that nasty. Don't nobody eat lemonade, Bluebell ice cream. No. Don't try us with no new. Ain't nobody eating that. So just bring back the Tin Roof is all I'm saying. So I need y'all to tell all y'all people on here. I need y'all to send Bluebell letters. Y'all can write them handwritten to send Bluebell letters so that we can get Tin Roof back, man. That's all I'm asking.
My favorite one is Rocky Road. Nobody like Rocky Road no more.
No, man, it hurts the teeth.
Oh.
You know what? We're gonna see if we can put this into a small clip and tag Bluebell in it or something, and we're gonna make it go viral.
Let's do that.
let's make
I
this
would
go viral.
appreciate that. No, I
Don't take it
appreciate
away.
that.
Don't
10
take it
rooms.
away.
It's like right now, Bluebell, y'all gonna hear us for real.
Man, hear what I'm
So it
saying.
comes out once a year?
It used to come out once a year with seasonal, and it'll stay out for like a month or two, right?
Mhm.
And then I think I forgot when it was, but for the last 2 years, maybe 3, they haven't put it back out. So I'm like, whoa, I feel
What's going on here?
like hold on. You know what I'm saying? I didn't try to make orders. I told them I'll pay for it. It could be a special delivery. They won't. And then the lady gonna email me back, and like, as if this is an answer. She gonna email me back. Hey, we know you enjoyed it. Right now we're gonna bring it back. We just not sure when.
Yeah.
So be patient. That's not an answer. You basically telling me that it could be a couple of years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna blame
So, like,
everything on the pandemic.
we don't have enough room on our ice cream shift. I'm like, I see where y'all ice cream at. Just put 5 Bluebells. Just put 5, 10 roofs in the delivery. It's super easy, man. Stop playing with me.
We gonna tag you with this for real, man. We gonna
Hey,
like,
man,
I'm like tag Bluebell.
Bluebell, stop playing with me. 10 roofs, put it back.
Damn.
Real for real.
What have been your over the years? What have been your growth? What would you tell yourself? All that you know now, what would you tell yourself then, as you have learned over the years?
People full of shit.
Man, straight to the point.
And just so do it. Don't wait on people. Do it yourself. Even more, don't look for opportunities, create the opportunities yourself. Create the opportunities yourself. And this is gonna sound real. This isn't a cocky moment. This is just like, you know what you're doing. Keep doing it.
Right.
Like, keep doing it. You know what you're doing. Keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? That would be the biggest thing that I would tell myself. Don't expect people to support. They'll support when the content come out because it's good content. But on the way there, don't expect people to support. Don't expect people to understand. Just keep your keep your ears closed. You know what I'm saying? Don't listen to what this person is doing. Don't page watch. Just stay on your journey and continue to move how you moving, because just because you're not moving like they're moving doesn't mean that you're not moving on your path. Stay true to that. You know what I'm saying?
I came across that, not to cut you off, man, because it's so crazy
for sure.
speaking to my soul, because I came across that a couple of days ago, and it's like, I got to stay off of social media for a while because I don't want what people progress is going on, like highlights. I'm looking at their highlights. So that makes me like, damn, man, I'm stuck in the water. Like,
right.
And it really, really gets you down. And then someone recently reposted something, and I was like, I got a whole podcast over here, and they didn't, show love, repost, or whatever the case may be. And I'm not gonna lie, it made me feel some type of way. But when you spoke that, now it confirms on how I really feel, and I just let it be. It is what it is. You can't expect that same kind of love that you give out to get it back. But I don't do it for the recognition. But I understand exactly what you mean about that.
Yeah, man. And then even on just a little bit, like even on that, I've also heard like, how big is your dream? Because you moving slower than them because you carrying something heavier than they are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you gonna move slower than them because you carrying something that's bigger than what they're carrying. That's one of my biggest lessons is I'm not carrying what everybody else carrying. So how can we be moving at the same pace? Do I want to do what they doing? No. Okay, well, if you don't want to do what they're doing, then why are you jealous of what they're doing? Because you don't want to do that. You want to do this. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta check yourself and really appreciate where you are and what you're doing. But the number one statement of the day is, man, if you need the closest people around you to support it, it won't succeed.
Wow.
It's the truest thing is build it, they gon' come. That is a
Mhm.
promise. Build it, they gonna come. And make sure that the content is good when they come, because when the content is good when they come, they gonna come back and they gonna bring people.
Mm.
Yeah.
They gonna bring people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, stay your flow, stay your journey, stay on your path. Because if you go to anybody else's path,
It ain't gonna work.
it ain't gonna work.
No.
It's been the story of our.
It just ain't gonna work. I swear to God. Yeah, they the best. They the best at being them. So when you go try to be them, they gonna be better than you. They are the best at being them, just like you the best at being you. You the best at you. Can't nobody do you like you can do you. There is no competition out there for you, because can't nobody like you the best at doing you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Agreed. That's the story of our show. Like, I think once people, when they see it, they like, wow, like this is a great show. Whereas, like, they're not necessarily, it wasn't on their radar at first, but once they get here, they understand, like, okay, the way y'all do it is different. It's not just a regular podcast.
Yeah, man.
I just pray that I don't have that Uncle Leroy mentality when it does pop. I got my money and I got out.
Cash my check and I'm gone.
Like God looking like, yeah, I ain't finna bless you.
I ain't finna. He gonna get
people's face.
He gonna get you right. He gonna get you right back. He go, ooh, hey, I ain't giving him no. He gonna be a fool.
We're gonna keep this out. We're gonna till he act right. We're gonna keep this up here.
We're gonna keep this up here. I'm gonna just hold this little amount for him. He got a little bit more. I'm gonna hold this for him.
Oh man, Courtney. Before we get into talk about your projects and everything, one more question about this. So let's take a trip down memory lane real quick.
All right.
So we already know The Rock got the people's eyebrow. That was Rock cooking. Oprah Winfrey got her signature with, giving people stuff. You get a car. That's her signature. That's both of their signatures. But you had a certain signature back then, which was your Chuck Taylors.
Yes.
Your Chuck Taylors.
Yes.
What? Tell me about this, man, because everybody got their iconic thing, man, and I think that was something that was very iconic for you. The Chuck Taylors, man. Tell us about your Chucks, man. Why were they important to you?
So they was important because those was the only shoes I could afford growing up. So it kind of stuck. Yeah, it just stuck. It stuck with me. So what's crazy about my Chucks now is it switched. So my daily, I'll wear something else, like some Jordans or like something else. I'll wear something else. But when I dress up, like if I'm going to like a red carpet, my Chucks are like my dress shoes now. You know what I'm saying? Those are just the only shoes that was always, you know what I'm saying, cheap, but they were still fashionable. So I used to have them a lot, and it was just something that now ain't nobody tell you that they'll mess up the arc in your foot though. They don't tell you that till you start getting you know what I'm saying? But I definitely keep a fresh, you know what I'm saying? Like for my dress, when I dress up, or I wear them with like my suits or something that I'm dressing up on, because it kind of like switched for me. Now those are the luxury shoes for me.
That's dope, man.
And then I was kind of mad that Nike bought them though, but I understand the move. So I was upset about that.
Yeah, because they're not $20-$30 anymore.
Oh no, about
like good 70, 80.
Yeah, about good.
They look horrible on my feet. I wear size 13. So
don't do them. Don't do no. That boy gonna have
like size show Bob.
That boy gonna have. That boy gonna have them homie. That boy gonna have them homie the clowns on. Hold on, and damn sure don't do no red. Don't do no red. Oh man.
Man, because it was at a point in time where I think it was when everybody went through their whole different color tee phase. When everybody would rock the Air Forces or the J's with the white tee, black tee, green tee, I was nuts with it. But I did not do Chucks like everybody else did. But that's dope though that you had the signature right there. Those are your signatures.
Yeah,
right there,
man. Yeah, they're my joints.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro.
That's what's up there. I have a homeboy. I would not mention his name on live, but he know who I'm talking about when he see the he went through the killer, you know, when Killer Cam had the pink, he had the pink tee with the pink wristband, the pink headband, the pink shoelaces, the pink, I mean, it was pink all the way around. I'm like, bro, that's really not how you're supposed to wear it, but
Okay. Go get it.
Go
get it then.
Go get it.
Yeah, man.
And one last
Man.
question. And so just, you know, with all that you do, like, you know, being a parent and filming and everything, like how do you balance everything that you got going on in life and still make time and not, you know, not let nothing kind of fall to the wayside?
It's just about, you know, just that. It's just about like creating a balance towards what needs to be done versus what you want to do. There are things that you just can't, there are things that you can't ignore because things need to be done, bills need to be paid, but at the end of the day there's so much more work in like spending time with the family and taking time for yourself. So you know, my prayer life is crazy, you know what I'm saying? So I always keep that balance between trying to make sure that I give my family enough love, but also work enough to where I don't let them down, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, to where I can provide. And then those things kind of fall in place between needs and wants, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, you also got to make sure that you loving yourself. And when you start loving yourself, you start realizing that what you really, truly need is time with the family, time with the kids, you know what I'm saying? And things like that. And that's just a part of like self-care. You can't do this. You you can't do this 24/7. You will run dry, and you may be able to do it for 24/7 for some months or even a couple of years. But after that point, you're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, well, damn, I done missed 3 years with something with this person, or then that person ends up being gone, and now you can't recover that time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very, very conscious of everybody don't wake up every day.
Yeah.
Like everybody don't wake up or everybody don't make it through the day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm super, super conscious of that. And that just helps me balance it up.
Love it, man. Love it, man. Speaking some facts and dropping some gems, bro. And thank you for that too. It reminds us. It reminds us of what we're doing, man. So thank you for that. So before we let you go, of course, let's talk about your projects. Of course, you know, you did the reading movie, Blink, and now I had to get my hooked on phonics on Amygdala. That's how you pronounce it, correct?
Yeah.
Call myself on that. So before we let you go, let's talk about those projects and the growth of Courtney through these projects and what led to Amygdala. Let's talk about that.
Okay. So I did Blink. Well, my first short film that I did with this film called Pit Stop, that was the first thing I touched. Nice. And then after that, I did another really short 3-minute film called Row. Nice. Right after Row, I wanted to jump into Blink because when I needed to jump into Blink because I realized that features are the only way you're gonna start making money back off of that. You're not really at that time, you're not really making money off of shorts. It wasn't no streaming or no platform that was ready to carry shorts like that. So I jumped into Blink, honestly, not really knowing what I was doing. I just knew like the vision that I wanted to achieve. Blink did really, really well. And every point of my growth, like God always gives me a little bit. Like I always know the next step, or I always get a vision of like the next step. So after I did Blink, honestly, after it was done and in the bag, I was like, oh, what are we supposed to do now? Do a premiere. Oh, okay, cool. Did this premiere at this place called Match. When I did the premiere at Match, I realized like at least 300 to 400 more people in Houston was like, I want to see it. So something was like, well, how do I get it on a bigger platform? I researched. Couldn't find anything. Then I went to the movies, and I can't remember what movie I watched, but whatever movie I watched, at the end of the movie, it said AMC is opening up for independent filmmakers at AMC Independent. So I took a screenshot of it. I started emailing them. I think I emailed them for maybe like 3 to 4 months, no reply. and then I got their mailing information, and I sent them like this little gift box with the little drive in it. And I addressed it to this lady named Amanda Albert, which online it told me this was the person's over accusations or whatever it is. She called me back, and so I got a deal with AMC for Blink, and Blink was going to be in theaters for a week, Thursday to Thursday. We came out, if I'm not mistaken, we came out either, I think July 2018. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was July 2018. And it did great. Now, I didn't know it did good because I didn't. So what they do is your movie releases over a weekend. And so, well, it lasts 1 week, Thursday to Thursday. So Monday after the first weekend, they called me and they were like, "Hey, do you want to extend your run?" Well, I hadn't seen the numbers yet. So I'm like, "Nah, I can't afford to promote this a whole nother and do this all over again." Come to find out, it did really, really good. That's why they were calling, which I don't know why the lady didn't just say, "Oh no, you're doing good." Like, I don't know why she didn't just say that. We did good. After that, I'm really into owning everything. So then I went straight to Amazon, got my I think it's called the VOD or whatever, video on demand. Subscription or whatever, uploaded it, and it's been on Amazon ever since. I'm probably gonna put it on Tubi probably later this year, but I'm kind of like waiting for the reading to find its home so I can see what I want to do with it. After that point, I think I was on the red carpet of Blink when I thought about the reading movie. Like, I'm gonna move on. Wrote it, got it done. I got in touch with Monique. She agreed to do the film. We did that in 2020, the end of 2020. And now it's being shopped to get sold at this point. So we're trying to find its home now. But again, when I'm doing stuff like this, I'm always after it's creatively over, I like to move on creatively. Right now, the reading is over creatively for me. It's done. It's in the bag. It's ready to go. And truth be told, the Amygdala series came about because the short film that I did wrote, I had a lot of ideas like that.
Okay.
And so I put them all together for a series, which is now, you know what I'm saying, the Amygdala series. And now we have 8 episodes. We're done filming 5. We're prepping for 6 right now. So I plan to be done with that before September. And then again, I'm gonna start the running over again to find out where I can get a home for it, or it's gonna be on Amazon, on my platform on Amazon, and that we're gonna keep rolling.
Good, man. We gotta applaud you again, brother, because that right there, I mean, it was one of those things where you like took a leap, stepped out on faith.
For sure.
And God bless you. You know, your vision and everything that you created, man. And I know it's a really humbling and beautiful experience just to see what you created on the big screen and the right people that are a part of your team to help you make that. So
the team is important, man. The team is really, really important. I can honestly say my entire team now has been with me from the start. Like from pit stop, have been with me from the start. My team is the team that everybody that's on my team came and was like, "Oh no, we'll do it for free," and I just chose to pay them. Like, I'm going to pay the people. I chose to pay the people that would have done it for free anyway. And now we rock it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like your team is very, very important. Your team is is people that believe in you, not people that are along for the ride. You have to find a team that believes in the vision that you're, and I mean the big vision, not like this particular project, but the huge vision. You need 1 or 2 people on that team that believes in the vision. Now, I couldn't do it without like Gracie and Stan. We've been rocking from the beginning.
Yeah, man. Shout out to your team as well too. We stress that a lot. We're saying, man, the crew is really what helps and makes this film.
Yeah,
You can
man.
grab actors like us or whoever else, but the team, the crew, that's
For sure.
right there. That's
For
the
sure. I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, so then, I picked up Jessica Davis on The Reading, and she
Yeah.
made me directing so much easier because I'm used to having all the hats. I'm
Yeah.
used to it. You know what I'm saying? And she made the process of filming so much better. I tell everybody, get you a great AD, get you a great DP, and get you a great editor and run. You know what I'm saying? And run with it. You know what I'm saying? I think those are really, really the important pieces to your personal brand and your personal team.
Amen, bro. Man, that's sweet. We wish we could chop it up with you all day.
For sure.
I know we'll have moments like that later on, but once again, man, appreciate you again. Much success to everything that you do. Many blessings to you and your family, your household, man. And we don't got to tell you keep doing what you do because you're already doing it, man. So thank you again, bro.
Man, appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all having me anytime, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hit me back. Let's pick a different topic. Let's run it.
Oh, hell yeah, most definitely. Tell us where the audience where we can follow you at on your Instagram or Facebook. Tell us where we can follow you at.
Everywhere is just my name. It's Courtney Glaude, Courtney Glaude. That's Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Anywhere. That is just my name everywhere.
Bad, man. There you have, ladies and gentlemen, Courtney Glaude. Appreciate it again, brother.
All right, man. Thank you.